So here's the main idea for the next step in the project, is how to put it all together so that it's actually practical and useful for teachers and easily accessible, something streamlined. This isn't the exact design, it's just an idea of what would be on the web page / Google Doc. So you've got here the learning area. You'd choose an item and you could choose from something like literacy, maths, behaviour, fine motor. So let's just say you chose literacy, okay? So say it would take you to the literacy assessments. You would then choose a literacy assessment item, one of these that you might have chosen. And let's say I'd chosen the phonological awareness diagnostic. So that brings us to here. So I'd then say, okay, now what part of that diagnostic, and this is that sort of list of all the different, it would be far longer than this, but all the different types of questions, and I'd choose something the student got wrong, onset and rhyme, and let's say I chose onset and rhyme, I'd choose the resource type, so I'd say could be digital, paper or online games, and we'd say paper, and then we go to onset and rhyme paper resources, and here onset and rhyme picture puzzles, onset and rhyme jigsaw, onset and rhyme word sorts, but there'd be a whole lot of resources here. And I don't know how you do this, but the link to those type of resources. Then essentially, let's just say I chose picture puzzles, and I might do it again to have more than one. I might select more than one, but basically I would then end up with a whole lot of list of the different resources that would target that particular area that I had seen as a need. Then from that you can then go to maths, and you could choose the learning area maths instead, and from maths you could then go to the assessments and do the same thing and just say I chose Centre 1, and then I'd go to Centre 1 and I'd choose which item of Centre 1, such as counting on, and then just say I chose counting on resource type, I want it to be a paper resource again, and then I'd go here and I'd choose my paper resources. And you would do this for all of these different areas that I can think of at the moment: behaviour, fine motor, social emotional and learning difficulty. And then what happens at the end of it is it spits out, once you've finished that, something along these lines, which is your professional learning in those target areas, just some research so that everything is research based, and then it's got your area of need all along these sides of things that you've chosen, with all the links to all the resources that you want. So at this point it would be more about just finding out how to make this look professional and pretty and be very accessible and easy for teachers to use, but also how can we get teachers to upload their resources so that this part here, this is where they'd be uploading it to, would become bigger. Now I've also done a project with digital resources, so I do have some digital resources, but again this would be where the teachers would share and contribute to the paper or the digital resources. I'd love to know your thoughts.